This is a 2024 Cadillac CT4-V Blackwing. Today, we're gonna find out how it drives. I was a big fan of driving the new CT5-V Blackwing with the supercharged V8 with over 600 horsepower. It's a fantastic platform, and the engine that they threw into the front end has been really, really amazing. I do want to find out though, how does a subcompact class Cadillac, the smaller platform CT4-V series, compare with the Blackwing treatment? So as you can tell right away, they put on tons of the track tailored goodies all over the vehicle, like these cool fender flares right here, brand new wheels, and an aggressive front end with an actual Blackwing out back. Today, I'm going to give you a walk around of the vehicle, and then we're going to get inside and find out how it drives. Check out this logo right here. It says 20 years. This is to commemorate 20 years of V-Series. I know the Cadillac team, they are very enthusiastic about performance and going to the track. I recently went to Daytona, and it was great seeing their Cadillac prototype race cars out there. The entire team, again, they're very enthusiastic about what they do. So I really do like getting in these vehicles because I know how much this performance means to them. I do want to ask you guys, what do you think about this paint job? It looks really unique. It's got metallic flakes. It's kind of has a greenish tint to the yellow. It's called cyber yellow, kind of like all the cyber trucks I've been seeing everywhere. I mean, today alone, I think I've seen at least 2 or 3 cyber trucks just driving around. They're everywhere nowadays. So it's funny having an actual paint job called cyber yellow on a gas-powered vehicle with that Cybertruck being all EV. Anyways, underneath the hood, you have a brand new V6. It's gonna be pretty warm under here, thankfully, because it's very cold outside. It's currently 34 degrees right now, which is crazy. It's cool looking up close because you have these nice braces going from each strut tower right here, and then towards the middle you have more of the flag logos for the V blended in onto the plastic moldings all over the place. I would actually equate this very close to the C8 Corvette, because the Corvette has 495 horsepower. This is a 3,900 pound Cadillac with, you know, just 23 horsepower less. That's a really big deal. It's close, and you can get a manual transmission. So again, standard manual Cadillac. Come on, who doesn't like that? Wherever I go with this, people are turning their heads and they're walking over, sharing their appreciation for this type of a vehicle, a powerful sedan. So when it comes to 0 to 60, it's pretty quick too with this power plant. It's got a 4.1 second 0 to 60 with the manual transmission, and with the automatic it changes to about 3.9. It's a bit faster by 0.2 seconds. Do you want to go down that route to save 0.2 seconds for your 60 mile per hour time? I don't know. I would prefer the manual. I would say the BMW M3 is pretty dead on for being a competitor for this vehicle. Same goes for the Mercedes C63. Cadillac is known for their luxury, right? And I think they might get a bit of misappropriation for people thinking they are mainly known for the most comfortable vehicles in the market. They're also known for good performance. So the V Series team really tries to tailor the entire platform, the engine, the powertrain towards more performance for going to the track or having more engagement on the street when you're driving every day. My favorite view of this Cadillac has to be this angle right here. Look how aggressive it looks right now with those exposed fender vents right down there on the front fender. Also, the big V Blackwing logo on the side. It's a cool club that you get to be part of when you buy a Blackwing. There's not many different Blackwings on the market, and this is one of the few, right? Obviously, you do have capable wheels and tires, but they're not going to be the most aggressive things on the market like Cup 2s or Cup 2Rs. You can still, I would say, retrofit a stickier pair of tires on this vehicle. You do have upgraded Brembo brakes front and back versus the standard CT4-V. You only get the upgraded Brembos up front, not towards the rear. Now towards the back, you do get adjustable exhaust modes for the street. So I'm excited to hear how it sounds out here in the canyons, because it can echo and ricochet off everything back at us inside the driver's seat. Luckily, you can fit 4 people in this vehicle, so that coming out to these mountain ranges, it's much more, I would say, livable for the commute. You can drive every day with this sleek and beautiful Cadillac, but then have some fun in the canyons. That's the whole, I would say, selling point for these types of vehicles. These are vehicles that are livable, right? You can commute with these vehicles, and they're also fun. I do believe that if you consider this is a manual transmission vehicle, and you can't find that really anywhere else these days. So I think it's really cool how aggressive it looks, and also professional with the availability of shifting yourself like a kid if you miss those good old days. Starting up the CT4-V Blackwing. Let's go ahead and go into V mode right away, and then let's put it in drive and see what it's like out here. The clutch is actually very smooth in this car. It's easy to modulate and find out where the engagement points are. So pushing it in, it feels a bit like my GT350 I used to own. The clutch in that vehicle, where it's almost clean, where when you hit it, it's stiff at first, then it opens up where you know you're in the engagement point. Now just cruising in V mode, it's completely changed the displays. We've got temperature readouts. We can customize on the right side. The setup is pretty much the same in the Corvette as this, which is, it's pretty funny to see. However, it's all under the same family, General Motors, which means the technology is thoroughly engineered, because it has to be in order to be retrofitted in such a wide variety of vehicles. On my way down this mountain, it should heat up a little bit, because up top it's always the coldest, right? For these types of moments where when I want to take it easy, it won't be utilizing any of the active rev matching fancy upgrades that you have in a majority of manual performance cars. It's pretty much by choice in this vehicle. So down below on the right side behind the gear selector, you can turn it on. Watch the gear number. It's going to be white. Now it's going to turn yellow. That means active rev matching has been enabled. Currently in V mode, it does change out the different settings for the adaptable steering feel, the magnetic ride. This has MagneRide 4.0. Overall, it's just so livable in here. It's very comfortable right now, even though we have the suspension on its stiffest setting for being the adaptable magnetic ride control. Do you hear the backfire and the pops every single time I let off on the throttle? That is so cool. It's a signature upgrade I think the Vs have. Even the Escalade V has those pops and backfires right now, right? Do you hear that? It just pop, pop, pop. And it'll keep going throughout all the deceleration within the RPM range. Let's open up a little bit and see what it's like. It's so fun being in a manual car again. I can't believe all these vehicles are going away. They have to bring them back, especially if we have a whole new EV era around the corner. When are you ever gonna shift manual with a clutch? It gives you something to do. Let's try out a launch control, because this does have it. It's a manual car with a launch control. Let's turn on the PTM settings. It's the way to enable it. And on the screen right in front of me, I have the performance timer engaged. So it says hit the OK button when ready. So OK, now foot on the clutch, go in first gear, and then rev it out, and let's see what happens, right? 0 to 60 timer is already engaged. It says ready, so accelerate the start. Let's do it, guys. So revving it up, and let's let go. Woo! 5.1 in the wet. That's incredible, guys. 5.1. Sounds good. Let's do it. Gosh. That was a good shift. 4.9. We're pretty close to the official number, and it's not even dry outside. We're only in a sport PTM setting, which is actually going to be killing power. So let's do line lock. So it says fully apply front brakes to lock the front wheels. Okay, front brakes locked, release the brakes. And then now I just gotta... Gosh, it's working. We're line locking. Oh, no way. There you have it, guys. There you have it. That is so much fun. You guys know I love manual cars. I miss my Shelby GT350R so much. I know that's a Mustang, but I used to run that car so much on the racetrack. And it had a Tremec manual. I think it was a 3160 variant of their transmissions. It felt really good. Getting inside this vehicle, they haven't just thrown in a cheap manual. It feels very solid. It reminds me very much of my old GT350. So you have next gen technology and all this adaptability, yet you still have the old school way of driving, which I think if you look at this vehicle and understand that it gives you that option, it makes a lot of sense. Talking about adaptability, we have automatic rev matching turned on right now, but if I want to turn that off, and let's say I want to do the rev matching, I can. So clutch in, rev, blip, downshift. Look at that, I can do it myself. So if you want all of the, let's say, control of the vehicle, you still have that. Driving in these corners, it still feels like a sports vehicle, even though we're in a four-door Cadillac. Getting on the brakes with the Brembos, they give you a lot of instantaneous bite. What's fun about this vehicle, in my opinion, is that I can come out here, experience the motor. You got to keep revving it out to hear the soundtrack, which is unfortunate, but it comes alive that way. I can do that, have fun, go through the gears, downshift, speed shift like this. Then when I want to calm down, go on a quick business call, I got that all Bluetooth connected, hit the V mode button one time, the entire car changes its personality, the displays go into a calm mode, I have my clock on the left side, the mag ride just completely smoothened out, and I'm just sitting back relaxing, and then I get to turn on my massage control seats, or my heated and cooled operations if it's hot or cool outside. That is what I'm talking about here. That is what I'm talking about. Let me know your thoughts. Would you take this over some of the competitors, such as the Alfa Romeo, the AMGs, or the BMW M Series on the market? The beauty of it is that this is your American competitor. And if you look elsewhere from America, you really don't have a vehicle like this, do you? The Charger is more of a muscle car. It's not refined and elegant and professional like this vehicle is. And it doesn't have the build quality either. This is everything I'm touching. I have a red stitched racing 12 o'clock mark here. I have soft leather components everywhere. All the panels with the controls are either a chrome finish with screens everywhere or a soft plastic. It's nice. It's nice in here. For $72,000, I think it's a pretty good deal. I just wish it was louder, and I wish the rear seats had more room for a grown adult to sit back there. Like let's say a 6 foot tall man, you're not going to fit very well back there. Your head's going to be very close. If you're fine with that, hey, you can look over it, no problem. Anyways, let me know your thoughts again. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all the videos coming out. Hit the all icon, and then I'll see all of you in the next episode.